Hey folks, what's up? Welcome back to another Paul Massive video, and today we're going to go over Lillie Clefairy's moveset, passive, stats, synchro, all that stuff, the unit that got Datamined. So, Lillie Clefairy, they are coming out a bit later, I think about like a week later after Luzmine does. So there's that, for those wondering. And she is very, very good. She's very, very good. She finally have an X accuracy all unit that we've been waiting for, right? And she's like Sabrina, but not as good, like most supports. No, not all supports are like that. But yeah, she's basically you know she operates. She has a lot of stuff that's very similar with Sabrina. Which is obviously very, very good because Sabrina's very good. But we'll go over that. We'll go over that. So let's start from the top, right? Fairy support, weak to poison, makes a lot of sense. HP 543 could have been better for a support, but it's okay, I guess. Attack 144, terrible. Don't need it. 226 defense, 226 special attack, 267 special defense, and 170 speed. So another slow unit, in contrast to Pheromosa, which is 480 billion whatever speed, right? And yeah, very low speed, good special defense, nice defense, and not that great special attack, basically. So, but don't worry, this thing could actually hit decently hard. We'll go over that in a bit. But even though it's a support. Let's go over its moves first. So Disarming Voice, 2 bars, 45 BP, AoE, never miss. Fairy special attack, nothing too special there. X accuracy all. We finally have a unit that gives X accuracy all in the game. Oh my god, this is obviously very, very good, right? We haven't had a single unit that that had X accuracy all in the game yet until now, and again, this is fantastic. Sharply raises accuracy of all allies. So basically, you could get up to +4 accuracy. So like even like the worst accuracy moves, I don't even know what's like the worst in the game right now. Fire Blast? Nah, there has to be something lower than Fire Blast. But bad accuracy moves gets completely fixed with X accuracy all, obviously. As for some other stuff, you got full power, which is 2 MP, single target, +3 attack, +3 special attack for an ally. Ensures that the ally's next attack will be a crit. This is kind of like Sixth Sense, but worse, right? You get +3 for attack and special attack, which is nice. So you could use this with physical units as well. We've been waiting for a physical support, and a good one. And this is good, but it's just not. It's just not Sabrina level, unfortunately. Like if this was +3 attack, +3 special attack, and even just +1 crit, this would be so much better. The ensure next attack is a crit, it's just the only point in using that is just with units that have sync nukes, so you guarantee like a crit on their sync or whatever, right? But it's still good. It's still good. You're getting a +3 or +6 on both attack or special attack, right? And it's much better than the units that give you like, oh, X special attack all, X, attack all, because your supports tanks, they don't need that extra bit of attack, special attack buffs. It's just for your striker anyways. But yeah, it's a shame that it's guaranteed crit and not like +1 crit. Obviously +2 crit would be way too overpowered, but like even if it was like just for physical strikers, like +3 attack, +2 crit. How about that? That would have been perfect. But it's not. But again, it's still good. It's just not absolutely perfect, right? Moving on, move 4 got Moonblast, which is slightly relevant because usually, moves like Moonblast are completely irrelevant on supports. It is slightly relevant because, Moonblast also has more chance of loading target special attack. But also you do have a damage grid that you could run on Lillie that could actually do some decent damage. And this actually does make me kind of think, like Pheromosa got Blizzard out of nowhere, right? That's an ice type attack. And then now I got Lillie Clefairy as a support that could also do some decent damage. So I'm wondering if this is like a makeup for people who missed Summer Steven, Summer Lyra, so they could still pick up a solid ice type or fire type striker in the pool, right? The regular pool. So it's my conspiracy theory about why Pheromosa has Blizzard and Clefairy has actually, decent damage on her grid. Yeah, Moonblast 98 BP. The BP's not the highest, but you have moderate chance of lowering the target. I take that any day over like an extra 2 BP on Moonblast. 100 accuracy, single target. I mean, it's Moonblast, not anything new. Moving on to Sync Move and Passive. That's the 6-star EX outfit, by the way. So Sync Move is Full Force Challenger Moonblast. Nothing special. Fairy special. I mean, well, it is a special attack, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, I guess. 250 BP. No additional effect. As for the passive, it got Group Dragon Guard for some reason. I don't know, like, of all the guards, it got Group Dragon Guard. Okay. I mean, there are, a decent amount of... Well, you know what? It would have been much better if it came out during the Latios Legendary Arena, right? But, oh well. Reduces dragon damage taken for a whole team. It's basically Dragon Guard for your whole team. Second passive, Synchro Healing 1. Restores the HP of all allies after a sync move. This is very, very good, right? This is basically a recuperation but for the whole team. I just don't know, and I'm slightly worried that Synchro Healing 1, the 1 in there means only 10%. It would be better if it was more, but if it's only 10%, it's still good. It's still good, right? I mean, Recuperation 2, Synchro Healing 1, right? It's good. It's still good. I just hope it's not 10%. The Fainting Cleanse is pointless. It removes all status condition from all allied sync pairs just before the user faints. First of all, you're the support. You're the one that, with all the good defensive stats, you should be the one who is staying on the stage long enough for your striker to deal damage. And if your support is gone, basically your whole team's going to get, or your tank, if your tank is gone, which in this case is Clefairy, unless you're running a second tank, I guess. If your tank is gone, your team's getting wiped the next 2 turns anyways. Doesn't matter. So this Fainting Cleanse is kind of pointless, but overall really, really good unit, right? The trainer move is nice. Again, not perfect, but still good enough, right? And X accuracy all is incredibly valuable. Like, not even just for like for Alligator Mega Kick or whatever, even for units Agatha, Ramos, give them accuracy on their sleep moves, right? On Torkold's Will-O-Wisp if you want. X accuracy all is just really, really good, obviously. And then +3 attack, special attack for an ally is awesome as well. This sucks, but oh well. You just have to bring another crit support, I guess. Unless the unit that you're supporting already has crit, but usually usually the strikers generally just have like the attack, special attack buffs and not the crit. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, moving on to its sync grid. So it has some really nice sync grid nodes. All right, this is what the sync grid looks like, and let's get into the nodes. So again, the usual stat nodes. Antitoxin is nice. Antitoxin is very, very nice, and it only costs 3 energy too. Like, it's one of the best passives for a tank, and it only costs you like 3 energy. So that's fantastic. Moonblast move gauge refresh. I mean, move gauge refresh is very, very important here. You have like 170 speed, so definitely need that. Adrenaline 1, reduce sync move countdown by 1 when the sync move is used for the first time, and you will be using your sync move a decent amount, because again, every time you use your sync move, you do heal your whole team. And do keep in mind, Lillie Clefairy also is getting 6-star EX at launch, so not only are you reducing your sync move countdown by 1 with Adrenaline 1, you're also giving 1.5 the extra sync move boost, doubling the sync move boost for your whole team because 6-star EX, and then you're also healing your whole team. This is very, very good. Lillie's going to be super good if you actually invest into it and make it 20 out of 20 6-star EX, right? Obviously, lots of resources, but very, very powerful there. Moving on, Snow Shelter. I guess that's probably if you want to run it with her mom and also run like a hail unit, I guess. X-axis all MP refresh. It's 3, but it's 3 is kind of standard, right? Anything lower than 3 is low. Anything higher than 3 is high, basically. Moving on, special attack +20 node. Not generally what you'd pay attention to, but would be interesting for Lillie, right? If you want to make her into striker. Unfortunate 9 on disarming voice is fantastic, right? It's basically Muse like Swift that people always talk about. So every time you use Disarming Voice, which is an AoE, you reduce randomly one of these stats. And it is 2 gauge move, so it's semi-spammable, but again, 170 speed, it is what it is, right? But you do have a move gauge refresh. Not the best in terms of gauge, but it's something. Brutal Clarity, the more the user's accuracy has been raised, more powers up moves. So that's your first multiplier, right? That's 30% on Brutal Clarity. If you get, an MP refresh on X accuracy, all you get +6 over there, and then you're at 3, or extra 30% on your damage. Sand Shelter, if you want to run it on Sand Team, which is great. I do like the fact that they're putting, Sand Shelter and Snow Shelter is the other one, right? On supports, right, to give you more options in like Hail and Sand teams. Where were we? Simon Voice, X-Axial, what? I can't find where we were. But anyways, yeah, Brutal Clarity. There we go. Sand Shelter. Disarming Voice move gauge refresh 3. Expected. X-Axial Catalytic Cure 9. I'm mixed on this. It's a guaranteed heal on your X accuracy, which is fantastic. But I mean, if you're trying to like buff your team's accuracy, won't you kind of want to do it at the beginning of the game when your health is still like max, right? So with this being a thing, which again you still pick it up, you probably would want to like delay using your X accuracy, wait until like Lillie takes some damage, and then use X accuracy to get that extra catalytic cure in there. But then you're risking, doing no damage at all when you miss on your moves or whatever, if you're using X accuracy to buff, damaging moves, right? So there's that. Fainting Heal restores the HP of all allied sync pairs other than the user just before the user. I really don't like passives like these. Like, I'm trying to win games. I'm trying to win, and one pretty clear definition of winning is fainting all your opponent's sync pairs before all your sync pairs get fainted, right? That's almost like a Magic Johnson tweet, but it's like, I don't want my sync pairs to get fainted, especially my tank. I don't want my tank to get fainted. So can we please, like, again, like, this is only useful if you're running like a double tank comp. If you're just running like one tank with Lillie and like an extra, I don't know, support that gives you crit or something, like, this is just kind of pointless. Right, although a lot of supports that do give you crit are decently tanky. So, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not like terrible, but it depends on team comp. Escape Artist prevents the Pokemon from being trapped. This is fantastic as well. Also, only 3 costs. There's a lot of units that use Trap in Battle, so that's really nice. Full power MP refresh 3, moderately good chance of restoring 1 MP of the move. Use if the move is successful. I mean, I don't even know why I read that description. It's MP refresh on full power. Toughen up 2 and tighten up 2. Moderate chance of raising users' defense and special defense by 1 when you get hit by attack. This is really, really nice. I definitely like this. Super duper effective 2. That's your next multiplier, right? Extra 20% on your fairy type moves. So that's what, 50% now with the other accuracy thing. So like I mentioned before, you do have some like multipliers on your moves and stuff, so it makes, again, it's not gonna be anything crazy. It is still a support. It's not gonna be anything crazy in terms of damage wise. I mean, you're nowhere near Jigglypuff's damage level. Jigglypuff's damage is insane, right? But it's something. It's okay. It's okay, right? It's usable for those, because a lot of people don't really have fairy type strikers in the game. But we also don't really need fairy type strikers generally either. I mean, there's that one stage in Balvilla that needs it, or 3 if you want to count all 3, right? But yeah, anyways, sync with power ups like everyone has. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, I guess, in terms of Lillie Clefairy's kit and Synchrid. Again, very, very good unit. The training moves is great. Again, could be better, but it's good for what it is. And X accuracy all, we finally get an accuracy buffer in the game. So like literally just does nothing else but buff your accuracy by 2, and you can use it twice. Fantastic. Good defenses, right? You have heals on a catalytic cure, which is nice. You heal and you sink. This is going to be a fantastic unit and an option to make a 6-star EX, right? Of all the EX, 6-star EXs available. So anyways, Yep, that's maybe this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know you guys think in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. We'll go over all the others in a bit as well, right? Gladian and James and Weezing as well. And I'll see you guys then. That's weird. You guys know.